What is going on, guys? MitchCactus here, coming back with another Forza Horizon 5 video, and today's we'll be showing off an extremely effective money and XP glitch I actually haven't showed on my channel for quite a long time. It's a newly updated method with some new tips and tricks I'll be covering throughout the course of this video, and also talking about how you guys will be able to use this to be able to get some super wheel spins and other credits extremely quickly. Now, of course, I'm sure if you guys have been playing for Forza for a decent amount of time now, you would know that developers are pretty quick to try and patch any of these glitches. So if you guys want to stay up there with any further updates or post-patch methods, be sure to go and drop a like and subscribe to my channel with notifications on. But now I'm going to go on and get started and talk about the prerequisites you're going to be able to need to go and use this glitch. So firstly, you're going to need a car. In terms of what cars, the best one to use is going to be the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento Forza Edition. Other cars that are quite good for this include the Mercedes-Benz AMG CLK GTR Forza Edition, and of course one other car that is pretty good for this is going to be the Pagani Huayra BC Forza Edition. If you guys have all three of these, the Lambo is going to be the best to use, but if you have one and not the others, use whatever one you guys can. They're all going to be pretty good based off the fact that they all have Forza Edition skill boosts. Now, regardless of what car you use, it's very important you have all these car mastery perks maxed out. Now, go and upgrade all the essential ones so you guys know what to do, because you don't really want to waste some skill points getting perks you don't really need to have. So go on and follow what ones I got and go from there. And if you guys are wondering how I have almost 1 billion credits, max level, 1 million skill points, over 100 million super wheel spins and more, it's because I'm playing on a modded account from MitchCactus.com. We can apply these mods to you through a pre-made account, mod your own personal account, and we also provide credit and super wheel spin packages. We got well over 3,500 reviews on our official Trustpilot page, and that number is only going up. And of course, these will have all the new DLC and Series 10 cars and more. There'll be a link in the comment and the pinned description. Feel free to go in and check it out, guys. Once you guys have your car and your car mastery perks, in terms of what tune you want to go and use, I'm going to have a tune for the Sesto Elemento Forza Edition in the pinned comment and the description. I would recommend you guys use one that's quite similar to that. But now we're going to get started with the event you want to use and the code for that. So the first thing you guys want to go ahead and do is head to your creative hub, go to Event Lab, Event Blueprints, and from here you want to go ahead and search in the code, which will be in the description and the pinned comment, 139710733. Hit enter, and what will pop up is the blueprint you guys will want to go ahead and use. It's quite an old skill points farm blueprint. It's extremely easy to use, and once you guys have your tuned up Sesto Elemento Forza Edition, you will be good to get started. Now, there are a few difficulty settings you'll want to go ahead and adjust, and I'll show you that, guys, in a second. And it's pretty easy once you guys get started. It's almost completely AFK, it's very fast skill points, and it's a very easy way to not only get money but also XP. So pretty much for your difficulty settings, you want to have braking and steering on assisted and auto steering, traction and stability control on, shifting on automatic, and other than that, the rest don't really matter too much, guys. From there you can do whatever you want. Having slightly harder difficulty settings can give you slightly extra credits each time you fulfill the race, but it's not going to make much of a difference. So once you guys get started, all you want to go ahead and do is have something around your accelerator on your controller, or like something like a coin on your W key if you're on keyboard, which will basically ensure that you guys are constantly accelerating. Now, obviously you could do it manually if you wanted to, but the good thing about this glitch, guys, is that you can pretty much idle it almost entirely in the background. Every single minute, you guys will probably want to go ahead and restart the lap, actually around every 30 seconds. But other than that, guys, you can be on your phone, you can be doing whatever, just making sure you guys are looking over it to ensure it still works. As you guys can see, every single destroyable object you guys are destroying, you're getting skill points extremely quickly. In fact, every single lap you guys do, which takes no more than 30 seconds, as soon as one lap ends, you can restart instantly. It's not like you have to go all the way back into the event lab and re-enter the code, etc. You can go right back into another lap, and that's 10 skill points every single time. If you guys are doing around 2 laps per minute, that's 20 skill points per minute, well over 1,000 skill points per hour. And one thing to keep in mind, guys, you might be thinking you're getting less than 10 skill points per lap because your skill chain might not be high enough, but guys, your skill chain is actually be way higher than it appears on screen, because you'll be earning skill points by destroying all these objects and getting speed bonuses much quicker than the animation can show on screen. So one thing to keep in mind, you guys can look at your car mastery bonuses or perks before and after. You'll see you're getting at least 9 skill points per lap, most likely 10, and from now it's all about converting these skill points into super wheel spins. So in terms of converting skill points into super wheel spins, there are quite a few different ways to do it, and it really does depend what you guys are looking for. If you have a lot of skill points and you're simply trying to have an easy way to get super wheel spins, then the first method I show will most likely prove to be the best. I've showed this on my channel before, so it's not something entirely new, but I'm just putting out the information in case you guys aren't aware. This 2012 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon costs 50,000 credits, and I'll go on and show you guys what the advantages of using this car are. So of course, in terms of skill point expenditure, it's going to cost you around 80 skill points per super wheel spin using this method, which means if you guys do this method for around under an hour, you'll easily get over 1,000 skill points from the races, which is going to be a little bit towards 10 to 15 super wheel spins per hour on average if you guys are only using the Jeep. It's still a very effective way at getting super wheel spins. It's just going to be a little bit more expensive in terms of how many skill points you need to spend in relation to how many super wheel spins you're getting, but the advantages are it's consistent and it always works given the fact there's no risk using the auction house. As you guys can see in that Jeep, I unlocked the DeBerti prize car, and from here you guys can see in this car there's not only a super wheel spin perk but also a credit perk that'll help completely recover the initial cost of 50,000 credits of buying that Jeep. Another method I definitely recommend you guys can actually use is going to be through the auction house. This is where the bulk of your money will be able to come in, and there's one car you guys can try buy in particular. It's going to be the Zenvo. I'll go and show you guys the Zenvo TSRS. Now one disadvantage with this guy is that they're pretty expensive to buy. You can try set a max price to only get cheaper ones. However, this isn't going to happen too often, but what I would go on and show you guys, if you do manage to get these Zenvos pretty cheap and they don't have the perks used, which can be a difficulty with the auction house, is if someone who listed up the car has used the perks, you won't be able to use them again. One thing to keep in mind, this car has some of the best super wheel spin perks of any car in the game, with not only one wheel spin but also 2 super wheel spins, so very good value if you guys can try and get these. However, they're pretty expensive. I've seen some people recommending you guys buy these from the auto show to use this, but however, considering the car costs 1.2 million each on the auto show, it's definitely not worth it for just 2 supers and 1 normal wheel spin. Another method you guys can easily use is going to be through buying Ford Puma Forza editions off the auction house. One disadvantage with this method is again that sometimes the perks will be used, and also with the Ford Puma, you can only use it if you have VIPs. So if you guys don't have VIP, you won't actually be able to use this car. And one thing I would say is that quite a lot of people try to resell these cars after using the perks, so look out for duplicate sellers and make sure the ones you guys are buying has a stock painter and tuner. You want a car with the highest likelihood of not having the perks used. And I'll go on and show you guys, if you manage to get one for around 150 to 180,000 credits, I'll go on and show you the perks these cars have. These also are some of the best perks of a car in the game. They don't have as many super wheel spins as Zenvo, but there's a super wheel spin perk, a credit perk, and a normal wheel spin perk, which can help recover the cost of the car, considering they're around 150,000 each. After the credit perk, it'll cost around 75,000 all up, and then another 25 skill points. One car that's similarly to the Ford Puma anyone can use, is not VIP exclusive, is going to be the Nissan Fairlady Z Forza edition. This is a pretty good car because although they're a fair few on the auction house, they're pretty affordable and easy to get and quite consistently available on the auction house. So around 200,000 credits to be able to get one. You guys could bid on them for a fair bit less, it just require a lot of patience, and once you guys do manage to get your hands on one, you'll see the perks aren't quite as good as a Ford Puma, but it's an easy way to be able to get 1 super wheel spin each time you guys go in and do this. As you guys can see, only 6 skill points for 1 super wheel spin, definitely very good value. And on top of that guys, for every single one of these cars you go and you use the perks on, you're also getting 5,000 XP, and every time you guys spend skill points in general, you actually will get XP from the game in general, and every time you guys use perks in general, it actually will give you XP. That's just how the game goes. For each skill point you spend, it gives you some XP and helps you level up. So using this glitch is a very good way to not only get super wheel spins, money, rare cars, but also XP on the side and a whole lot of super wheel spins in general. But that's mostly going to wrap up this video guys. Let me know how it goes for you in the comments below, and be sure to drop a like and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with the best Forza content, and be sure to check out those modded packages at MitchCactus.com if you don't have to spend dozens of hours grinding just to make some credits to be able to buy your favorite cars in the game. But that's going to wrap it up guys. Hope you all did enjoy. Thank you all so much for watching.